Y'all barely beat Kansas last year, last second field goal, and you won by 7, I think, in the Kansas the year before. Why do you feel like y'all struggle so much against them?
Well, yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Texas Platinum. We're going old school today, just me and Matt. Trevor's not available, so it's just the old boys, back in the mix. It's Kansas week. Yeah, it's Kansas week, so not the most exciting week of the season, but it's been an interesting game the last 4 years. Seems like they always play us close, so we'll get into that slightly at the end, but we won't be too in depth on Kansas because it's Kansas. So before we start, though, please go ahead and subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. Help us out. Help us grow the channel. We appreciate that. But we're going to spend most of this time actually talking about Tom Herman and his press conference Monday. It kind of, went slightly viral because Anwar Richardson, asked him the hard questions for once, and Herman definitely went on a rant about a lot of things. So, Matt, what do you think about that with Anwar just asking him about Urban Meyer straight up,
Yeah,
like
right.
no
Straight up,
sugarcoating it?
he went straight for the point, right? He was just like, "Hey, are the Urban Meyer's rumors affecting you and your job?" It's like, okay, we're getting real here. But yeah, so his whole answer to that was basically like, "Oh no, me and the university are on a great foot. We're on the same page, and everything seems to be peachy. And actually, these rumors are hurting us. They're hurting recruiting because all it takes is for an opposing head coach to say, "Hey, look at this printed headline from whatever orange account, and look, now they don't want to go to Texas anymore." And it's just, for me, it's just kind of like I'll give him the benefit of the doubt, or I'll give him a little bit of leeway in the sense that, like, yeah, like rumors do suck in the sense like they do get in the way of what you want to accomplish, or just downright annoying sometimes. But like they don't just start out of like nothing, you know what I mean? They come from displeasure and what has actually happened. You know what that wouldn't cause these rumors if you would have beaten the teams you're supposed to beat every year. You wouldn't drop easy games. So in that regard, I'm just kind of like, well, what do you think's going to happen when you have the type of like lackluster play on the field? And it's just that it's just also like the fact that, like, it's like, hey, look, they're getting Urban Meyer. You want to go there? Do you want to go there now? And it's just like, I mean, you threatening them with a good time, or like, what's the play here? It's just it's not like, no. I guarantee you, Quinn Ewers was not like, hey, Dad, I heard they're getting Urban. We should probably like think about not going there anymore. It's like that was not the reason. He saw what was going on play wise and development wise, and had some second thoughts. So that was probably the gist of that. Matt, what did you think of that?
Yeah, it was funny whenever Anwar was asking the question. You could see like that meme of that person who's like furious, but he has the mask on where he's smiling.
Yeah,
Like Tom Herman had this
love
fake
that.
smile. You look kind of
Yeah,
like shocked at
exactly.
first, and you know, um, I mean Herman. Of course, he starts off saying, "Oh no, we don't care about that. We care about internal
Not to get all
expectations."
coach speak on you.
Yeah, exactly. And then he like literally 15 seconds later, he starts ranting about how he does care about it. So it made no sense. But yeah, I mean, um, one thing that frustrates me is he's always just throwing out excuses because as soon as the press conference started, he started rattling off excuses like for no reason. Like no one even asked him a question yet. He's just like, this crazy year.
About the COVID stuff,
Yeah,
right?
we're catching up. New coaches, like all this new like this is your
Look, everything's
fault, Tom
new.
Herman. Like you're the reason that we had to reset. So yeah, he's just definitely, I don't know what he's doing. I guess he's just pleading for his job. But on the Urban Meyer question, uh, it was frustrating when he started talking about recruiting and how the rumors, yeah, they do play a role. They can negatively affect some relationships with some kids, but
definitely,
like you said, in the grand scheme of things, like the whole concept of Urban Meyer coming to replace Tom Herman, like I don't think that's gonna scare off. Like
that's not a negative rumor. You know what I mean?
that's like a good thing for most kids. I mean, I'm sure there's like a handful of random kids out there that love Tom Herman for some reason. So I mean, maybe those guys are definitely turned off by it, and I understand that. But
Yeah.
and he complains about these rumors, but like you said, these rumors wouldn't even be a thing if we take care of business against TCU and Oklahoma and don't look so sloppy every week and not really develop players, send them to the league very often. So Herman's put himself in the spot, and then he acts like, oh, no, it's the message board, me on the message boards. It's my fault for, these
It's Joe Schmo 238 on Orange Blood's fault that this recruit doesn't want to come here. I'm like,
yeah,
come on, man.
Exactly. So, I mean, it doesn't even make sense because it all started before the Urban rumors even began. The recruiting woes started really back in summer when the Brockermeyers went to Bama, committed to Bama in the summer. That was kind of the first domino of like this just free fall we've been in recruiting for the past, feels like 5 months. I don't even know. I mean, I have to go back maybe when Ismail Ibrahim and the other safety, JD Coffey, committed. That was kind of the last time we had momentum in the 2021 class. And then we got Quinn Ewers, which kind of like, stopped the bleeding. Like, okay, here we go. And and then he saw us play on the field for about 2 months, 1 month, and he's like, I'm out. So
yeah, this is not where I want to go.
Yeah, another legacy. That's a 5-star guy fleeing the state. So, and it's just been a really bad situation recruiting all around, and the fact that he tries to pinpoint it on the message board, chatter instead of like the product on the field is just, it's kind of mind blowing. Like if I was Chris Del Conte, I don't know how I'd feel about that. Just it's kind of like I don't even know. I just
no, I'm with
it's like
you.
Amateur hour. Like I don't
like, dude, you really don't think you had any hand in that? Like, there's nothing you could have done better to keep that recruit. It was definitely a random article that said we might get Urban Meyer. Like, okay. So, I mean, from what it looks like, and it looks like some of that urban news has died down. Have you heard anything about that, or is that kind of stagnant right now?
No, it's been kind of, just quiet, mainly because I think Tom Herman just hasn't lost. So the urgency is kind of just, it's exactly. But I know that there's been conversations and stuff like behind the scenes and, like kind of, I think mutual interest. So I think it's just kind of like you said, wait and see mode. And just it all depends on how Herman finished the season out. But what do you think about Herman giving himself the vote of confidence saying, oh, me and Chris Del Conte, we're very aligned. We have a great relationship.
Like he's the one that came out and was just like, oh no, we're great friends. We're great friends. I was like, why haven't I heard this from the other side like at all? Like you're the one telling me that it's okay, and it's just I don't know. I think this definitely weighs on him, and it has to. This is a huge community. Like it extends past the state, so like I'm sure he's feeling pressure all over the place. So that was definitely just to make him rationalize or just portray that there is confidence in him. And you know what? And it's definitely just from what I think is just a wait and see approach. I mean, if he wins, if he wins out, and I forget, would there be a 3-way tie if it would have to Oklahoma would have to beat Oklahoma State, right? Something like that.
No, we control our own destiny. I believe.
Oh, we do.
If we went out, we're in. I don't know, probably the 2 seed, but yeah, we're in.
Yeah. See, so he'll get some props for that, and it's just to me like, I mean, congrats. I'll take it. I always love when we win. Like, but I just don't have like complete faith in it. I will never have like complete faith in him as a head coach, and that's just the way it is, and it's gonna be forever. Just gonna be like, I hope he doesn't drop this one like for the 1,000th time. So,
yeah, and I thought it was so interesting how he said that Del Conte's even told recruits to, give
him my number.
Yeah, give the recruits Chris Del Conte's number to talk to him about Tom Herman if they have any like insecurities or questions. And that's just so bizarre because
it's weird.
On the surface, that makes it seem like, yeah, Del Conte's got his back, but it'd be way more like it would just make way more sense to go out in public and give him that public vote of confidence.
Yeah, why doesn't CDC do that? Why does he have to contact the recruit personally?
Yeah, like that would definitely cool off the rumors even more so and be way more efficient. So I wonder if Chris Del Conte's like, you know what? Honestly, we're in wait and see mode right now with Herman, but I guarantee we'll bring in like someone really good like Urban. So either way, you can't go wrong here at Texas. I wonder if that's definitely not what's happening, but it's just that'd be funny if it was.
It'd be hilarious.
But yeah, so Herman's put Del Conte in a weird spot now because Del Conte's been like zero dark 30 mode, just quiet on everything, and seems like back channel communication's happening, but and the everywhere I've read, it seems like the administration, the people that matter, are not even close to aligned on Herman like the way he thinks he is. So yeah, it was just really bizarre to see that, and I wonder how they react, like the board, the regents, Jay Hartzell. I've heard that Hartzell's not too fond of Herman either, and so yeah, it's just a whole nother wrench into the carousel that is Tom Herman. But yeah. And anything else from the press conference you want to bring up?
I have two more points here that I took from the conference. Is he also said that a 2-point loss was the same as like a 7-point win or whatever, 7-point loss. Basically, getting to the gist of that, like it doesn't matter what happens on the field, like what matters what it goes in the win or loss column. And it's just, to me, it's just like, yeah, like you won, but can we look a little better? Like, can we not be so like complacent with like just the dub? It just, I don't know, it just kind of reeked of like, hey, at the end of the day, we won. And it's like the recruits don't care like about that. They want to know how you look on the field, and it just kind of ties into like what he was saying beforehand. It's like, well, they're not looking at that. They're looking at how you're developing and how you look on the field and what kind of offense you're running and all the X's and O's. And it's just I don't like how he just downplays like on-field appearance.
Yeah, it really. I know he's just not trying to sound this way, but it sounds like he's just okay with he says that we have like internal expectations and standards that are higher than anybody else outside the program, and but in the same breath he's also saying, yeah, we'll take 2-point wins against Kansas because they all count the same. Like it seems like his bar for success, if he's being truthful when he says that, is very mediocre and average, and that's a problem because in the Big 12 it's not a great conference, especially this year. Yeah, we can skate by and be in the mix for the Big 12 title. Probably still won't win it though because OU's still light years ahead of us, it seems like. But I like I've been saying the past like 2 months, like I'm looking at us compared to the other blue bloods, and
we don't stack up.
It's not even close, man. Like just the eyeball test, the way we play, the way we execute, just the development, every like this idea that we won by 2 points against these trash Big 12 teams, were the trajectory of the program is sky high, like he said in the press conference.
Yeah,
I'm like, okay, like let's be more realistic. Let's evaluate the whole picture, and because the great teams are taking care of business and looking. I mean, look at Florida, like Dan Mullen, they're just killing teams, looking great. So, and they're kind of in the same spot that we were with Herman a couple of years ago. So, up and coming coach, and they're taking that next step, and we've. Like I still expect to play. We're playing Kansas Saturday. They're 0-7. They're probably worse than UTEP, and I still expect a close game.
I expected to have a little bit of like nervousness during like the third quarter or something. Probably everything will probably be okay, but I don't know. I sure a win is great, but I don't want to win by 2 points against a team I should dominate. It's just. These on-field appearances matter, and that kind of thinking of like, a win's a win is kind of just how we've got into this position in the first place. And you're right about the whole like Florida thing, like, or like any other program like that that's like kind of turned it around. And it's just Yeah, because they didn't settle for 2-point wins against Arkansas, which is whatever lowly team in the SEC. They went out to dominate. So that just kind of irks me a lot. Like, come on, man, demand excellence, like more.
Yeah, definitely. I just think of like Nick Saban on the sidelines, chewing his like third stringers out in the fourth quarter when they're up by 40
Yes.
points against Ole Miss or something like that.
Yes,
He's like demanding excellence with like 30 seconds left in the game. It's already over. Like,
it's already over.
so yeah, just it's just like different classes of coaching in my opinion. I mean, Herman, he is doing better. I mean, I'll give him some credit. The team does look like we're improving defensively at least, and we're 5-2, which isn't bad. But the way he hyped up this season and everything, and what we had, and all these recruits he brought in 2018, and 2019, it's just really disappointing to see us just look so like just one of the pack of Big 12 teams. We don't look.
We don't stand out. We don't really stand out.
Yeah, not even. Yeah, we're just lost in the mix. Yeah, maybe we'll sneak into the Big 12 title, but this is supposed to be the year. I mean, Herman said it himself, and we don't even look the part, not even close, and it's hurting recruiting, like we always been saying. So, yeah, like you, just very frustrating. We say the same thing every week. Seems like I just wish we could get some clarity.
I just wish it was a little bit more like based in reality and just said it how it is a little bit sometimes. But speaking of saying it how it is, someone asked if Sam was healthy, and he goes, "Stop asking. He's healthy," which honestly just kind of like, I mean, thanks for being honest with us. I hope he's healthy, but does that mean that Sam's a little bit like regressing a little bit? Like, that doesn't make me feel really that good. I mean, I love the guy, but he's definitely not hitting throws I've come accustomed from last year from him seeing. So I don't know what it is then.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be out there yelling, "Yeah, Sam's healthy, everything's all good. He's taking all the reps in practice," because it's like it's a bad look on your part. I mean, you're the offensive guru that brought in Mike Yurcich, and I mean, maybe there was a bad hire for Sam. Maybe it doesn't mesh well with this offense, but it still looks like very similar to last year's offense. So I don't even buy the whole wholesale change thing. We've reverted back. I'm pretty sure Herman still calls the plays. He walks around, with a play sheet, talking the entire time like he's calling plays, and it still looks the same as 2019 most of the time. So
it don't look too different.
Yeah, so I don't know, man. It does not look good because Sam. Back to the development, Sam was on the trajectory to maybe get drafted in the NFL, maybe go in the top 3-4 rounds. But
yeah, exactly.
And now, if you go just based on his 2020 film, I would take a lot of quarterbacks before Sam.
Yeah. Some glaring holes. I remember thinking after his junior last year, saying, "Man, he's turning himself into a prospect a little bit." And man, has that just kind of fallen flat on his face, or that prospect has fallen flat on his face this year. I don't know. It's just the accuracy is not there, and so I mean he's healthy, so he's just kind of having a rough year throwing wise. But I mean he's so prolific that it kind of makes the stats kind of match that.
So. Right. Yeah. So I mean, I would love us to get a comfortable win against Kansas Saturday, and get Casey in the game, Hudson Card, maybe even Jaquindon. Like Kansas is as bad as they say, like as they look on paper. I mean, now we can kind of transition into Kansas. Or anything else on the press conference?
No, that's pretty much all I picked up on. Did you notice anything else?
No, just more Tom Herman shenanigans. Very
something I've seen 1,000 times.
Yeah. So. Yeah, it seems like every press conference is going to be like a must-watch for the rest of the year.
Look, everything's fine. Like, dude, can you just be real with me for a second? You're sounding like a politician.
Dude, yes. So inauthentic. So, yeah, it's tough to listen to. But we're 5-2. I mean, it could be worse, I guess. But
it could be worse. You're right.
But it also could be better. We could hire Urban.
Exactly. It could be better, guys. Come on. Ask for a little more. Push for a little more. We're almost there. Anyways.
Yeah, so we're going to Kansas now, I guess, because so we play Kansas this week on the road. They're 0-7, and I think they're worse than UTEP. And
they haven't scored more than 23 points this whole season. Like, and that was against Coastal Carolina. So I can't even tell you. No, Puka's gone, right?
Yeah, he opted out.
Yeah, he opted. Yeah. Oh, I don't know. I remember when Les Miles went there. I kind of like I was like, oh, like maybe you could just make him at least competent. Nah, that's not happening, man. Man, I don't know what's going on over there. Matt, serious question right here. Have you ever seen or heard of a Kansas football fan?
You
Or
know,
are they the Bigfoot of college football fans?
yeah, I know of one at Texas.
Real?
One of my professors, like professor, what is it called? TA, teacher assistants.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
was a
yeah.
Kansas grad for undergrad, so he was a diehard Kansas fan, but more for basketball, not football.
Oh, okay. I mean, I guess so. But like, I haven't seen. I'm talking about even like on Twitter or something. Like, they have no presence. They just kind of,
They're just
kind of.
quiet, bro. Like they just can't even.
I mean, I'd be quiet too. There's nothing to talk about.
Like it's just kind of yeah. You're just better off just not putting your attention on yourself as right now as a Kansas fan.
Yeah.
But
So what we open up as I'm looking at Bovada right now. We open up as of right now a 29-point favorite. What do you think of that?
I mean, I don't know how to feel about that because it's like Kansas is horrible on the one hand, but on the second hand, we're going on
See
the
us killing
road.
someone by 30 points.
Yeah, and Kansas has been horrible the last 3 years we played them too, and
Yeah.
we've always been in close games. It seems like so.
Mm-hmm.
We had, last year, we had to die and get like a game-winning comeback field goal to beat them on the at home. I know they don't have a lot of those players, but still.
Yeah, I remember watching that game last. Was it last year? It was last year, was it?
Yeah.
Or was it Tuesday? Yeah, it was last year. God damn. I left to go to Las Palapas, bro, because I was like, this game's over. Like, we'll come back and win. Like, I'm hungry, and I ended up having to stream this game 5-second delay at Las Palapas, dude. Like, I don't want to go through that again. I don't want to do that.
Hey, at least you got some Las Palapas.
I got some Las Palapas, so it was all right. No, but I don't know. This year though, they don't got a dog in them. They don't got usually they're a little scrappy, you know what I mean? They're a little scrappy. But I don't know. Or maybe they're just scrappy against us. So, but I haven't seen it at all this year.
Yeah, I'm looking at their roster. Usually there's Andrew
There's at least
maybe.
There's one, yeah, right? There's one or two standouts.
Yeah. They usually have one or two good skill players. I mean, they had a good receiver a couple years ago. I forget his name. They had Puka, obviously. And their quarterback last year was pretty good, I thought. Was it Peyton Bender?
Yeah.
He was a gunslinger. But now I'm looking at this roster, I'm not noticing any.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't even recognize any of these people.
Yeah, so they have Jalen Daniels at quarterback who, looking at his OU stats, he went 100 yards,
right.
0 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. So not very good. But apparently he's banged up, so they might throw in there Miles Kendrick, the backup, who I don't know. They're both not that great. But, yeah, that's the quarterback situation, I guess.
Yeah. Looks like no team has scored less than 38 points against them. So I expect us to at least hit 40. But win by 30? I don't know. I don't know about that.
They're averaging every loss is average 33-point loss for them this season. 33 points. That's ridiculous.
That is. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, the closest one was Coastal Carolina, and Coastal Carolina is supposed to be this real sleeper team this year.
Yeah. But shoot, man, the thing about this game, I can already see it coming. If it does stay close, which I think is possible with Tom Herman, but also I think this is our best chance to just blow a Big 12 team out for the first time in seems like years.
Yeah, there's a time to do it now.
It's now because Kansas is probably worse than UTEP, but I can already see it. They announced that there's going to be no fans in the stadium, and I could just see the press conference after the game. You know what? We pulled it out. But, a crazy year like this in an empty stadium, just really bizarre atmosphere for our players. It's
how
just
crazy it is to play this year.
Yeah.
Damn, dude. He's got what other blue blood makes those says that kind of stuff, man? It's man, we just really, it's really weird. We pull Thank God we pulled one out in Lawrence, Kansas. Like, I hope you would. Jeez.
Yeah.
No, I know what you mean.
OU beat them 62-9. So that's
Can we do that?
That's
Can
the
we
bar,
please do that?
because we're trying to catch OU and win the Big 12. So
Yeah.
let's go beat them by, what is that, 51 points, 53 points?
Yeah.
Something like that. So
Yes, go beat a
53
team by
points.
53 points. I think we have it in us.
If we beat them by 53 points, I will give Herman credit. I'll be like, you know what?
Yeah,
I'm in
I'll
on
do it
Herman
too.
for the next month. I'll give Herman the next month of like my full support.
Yeah, same. 53 points. 53 points, but they have to hold them to like under 200 yards offense, bro. That'd be crazy.
Yeah, bro. No bend but don't break against Kansas. I want to see our defense go out and like flex on them.
Yeah.
So anything else, or should we just like give us our quick predictions?
Well, I'll be honest with you. I mean, I don't think no knock on Kansas, but it is a knock on Kansas. I don't think there's much to say about them.
Yeah.
Just beaten fact. If we lose, we gotta delete this video, like on God, or at least this part, because that's
bro. Like us losing is on the table in my mind. Like I would not be shocked to see us lose to Kansas. That's just life with Tom Herman. Like,
yeah, I know, but I have faith in this. See, this year is very weird in the sense that I sound like Tom Herman. In the sense that like I want to believe, and I do believe, but I just know in the back of my head I've been hurt before. So we've had even a better year. Was it 2018? The 2 years? Yeah, when Sam was a sophomore. Like that was, if you ask me, that was the real year. You know what I mean? That was the real year. This one seems like our next best shot, but it just doesn't feel like the same momentum. It's not there. So
yeah, like we've said it before. Go watch 2018 team. That team was really good. They were physical. They played, disciplined. It seemed like, and they were talented. When you watch this team, it doesn't look like that. It looks different. So, yeah. And that 2018 team came into Lawrence and won on I think we had to like recover an onside kick at the end to win. So,
hell, there you go, man. Oh my God. Even a great team, we struggled with this. Yeah, Kansas scares me. I'll be honest. That's what I'm trying to beat around the bush. Kansas scares me.
Yeah, they scare me too. But also, I think we could blow them out. I believe.
Yeah. See, yeah. It's an either or. It's an extreme. It's an extreme thing. We either lose or we blow them out.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna give you my prediction real quick, then we'll get out of here.
Let's do it.
I'm gonna take Texas to win 38-21. I don't think we'll cover. I think, I think we're up most of the game. I think they get most of their touchdowns in garbage time. Hopefully Casey and Hudson get in. Like I said, we got to see these guys play, man.
Yeah, I would love to see them get in.
Not only that, they need to get experience because next year they're going to be starting. Like one of them's going to be playing full time, and they don't ever get time right now because we always play in close games. So, like, we need these kids to get in. At least Casey needs to get in because it looks like Casey's going to be the guy, at least as of now. So we got to get him in. Right. So 38-21, Texas wins.
I like that. Okay, I want to see is just on all cylinders, like everyone hitting, everyone executing, doing the job. I just want to see very polished game. I know I'm asking for a lot against Kansas, so we'll see. I have us winning 45-21. I also don't think we cover, but I feel like that's a pretty convincing win to me. So yeah, weird things happen in Lawrence, but not this year. Hopefully, maybe.
Yes, sir. Not this year. This year we flipped the script on these Kansas scaries we've had.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, boys. Thank y'all for watching. Thanks for sticking with us. Trevor will be back next week, I'm sure. But just please subscribe, like, comment, all that great stuff. Y'all are awesome for coming out, watching these videos. Staying it. If you're listening right now, that's pretty awesome. So
that's pretty dope.
We'll see y'all next week. Hopefully we get a blowout win and keep sneaking into that Big 12 championship. Maybe we'll win it.